gives pressure points that the big, thick, heavy ones don't. So it teaches horses like Lady, who don't like to give the pressure, how to. Leave it on nice and loose. Just in case she has a freak out. Alright. We'll ask her to come forward, the simplest of all of them. And then to stop. Good girl. Now we'll ask her to bend at the pole and move her butt away from it. Good. And then, like everything with horses, you gotta do it on the other side. She already kind of knows what we want her to do, but she wants to back up. So I'm gonna pull forward and around. And that's what we wanted. We always want her to move her butt away from it. Good. No biting. See? So you can see that little bit of her being abused in the past showing up right there. We'll give her reassuring love, and then we'll ask her to come forward again. Again, easiest of all the questions. And she gave the correct answer, so she gets loving. Now for the one that most horses hate to do. Backing up. Remember, they can't see behind them. Back. Oh, did you see that licking and chewing? That says she understands what she's doing and what I'm asking of her. So we bring her forward again. And we stop. A little bit of praise. And then we ask her to back up again. And we got a little bit of licking and chewing. Now let's see if we can do it with just our hands. Easy. So ask her to come forward. Come on. Come on, lady. Since she doesn't get that, I'm going to do a hand signal as I ask her to come forward. And we'll stop. Good. Then I'll do just the hand signal. Still nothing. So I'll pull her forward again while giving the hand signal. And then we'll stop. Okay. Try again, just the hand. Come on. Come on. Almost. There you go. See, you're thinking about it? She kind of knows what I want her to do. So I'm going to step back while she's still thinking about it. See if she gets it. Continuing the hand signal. Lost recognition, so I'll go back up and I'll remind her. When I do this, it means I want her to come forward. Come on, forward. She's like, oh, I don't even know if I want to come forward. Come forward. Yes, there we go. Good girl. Now we're going to try the same thing with getting her to back up, but this time we're going to use our body language. Tell her we want her to back away. Back up. And then we reward her by taking off the pressure. Good girl. That's actually the one they usually don't do. And then we're going to ask her, hide the butt, lady. Lady, hide the butt. Good. Alright, now we don't like the pinning of the ears, though. That means she didn't like doing it. Easy. Why don't you hide your butt? Good girl. Good girl. Alright. Now that we've got our ground manners down again, we're going to release her. And you're going to move into the center with me.
Because you're going to...
I'm about to do free lunging. Alright. Move off. First few rounds it'll be fine for her to skip that jump. Here we go. No. There we go. I'm going to ask her to stop. I'll scoot this out a little bit. It's a bit harder for her to skip it. Alright, girl.
Whoa.
She's a little frisky. It's early. Woo, good job.
See, that didn't freak me out because it just didn't. I don't know why. It just didn't. But
Hey, no skipping. Right. Try and move so that you're behind me. Because otherwise that gives her an excuse to do a skip about. You and your skipping.
she's just playing. You know.
Good girl. See, most Missouri Foxtrotters aren't jumpers because they have that swing gait. But if you'll watch, as when she actually goes over and jump, if you watch, she does this little bounce afterwards in her back to reassert her gait.
I'm gonna get dizzy here.
She'll be getting dizzy here soon too, so we'll actually stop, ask her to change direction, and then move in. Easy. Ease down, just a trot. There we go, nice even trot.
Oh, oh.
Miss Lady, if you keep too fast, you're going to slide. Alright. Good girl. Now we're gonna...
Get twice the loving. How's that? Twice the loving.
Love on you with this too.
Good girl. Good girl. Yeah.
See, she knows the meaning of the lunge whip. She knows that it means go. But what she doesn't understand is that it doesn't mean pain. So we've got to teach her that when it touches her,
Right.
it's not hurting her.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned that from the videos.
You want to do all sorts of things that wouldn't actually happen with it while you're using it. To teach her that, you know, it's not going to hurt her. It's just there to tell her when I want her to go faster. It's an extension of me, just like my legs are. Good girl. Yeah, come on, back off. Back up. Back up. Back up. Oh. This is why we asserted our ground manners earlier. Alright. I'm going to ask you to move off. Ease down. Ease down. No, no, no. There we go. See, but what she's doing that's good is she's not giving us her butt when she turns.
Yep.
See, what you want when she turns is for her to, she's like, oh, wait, I don't have to go over this? Okay. You want her to turn into us so we can change her front. because for her to give us her butt would be to say that we are less than her. That she tells us what to do, not the other way around. Oops. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. Keep moving. We're not actually jumping it right now. This is more of a...
Was that like an apology for doing that?
It's really more of her asking if I want her to stop so I can fix it.
Oh.
Which usually, you know, I do.
Right.
She's learned what I like to do. Oh, did you see the licking?
Yep.
She's figuring it out. She's got that ear cocked towards us as I talk. And that's why I like to talk when I do this with her.
Yep.
Whether it's telling her that, you know, she's doing good and all that. Come on. Good girl. And you see, notice how I'm moving in and she's moving away. That's
Yep.
another good thing. That means she's giving to pressure. And if I raise this whip, she's going to pick up her pace. If I lower the whip, she'll slow back down. Raise the whip. Lower the whip. That means that she's actually paying attention to me.
Yep.
And if I touch it to the ground and stop, she comes into me. Good girl. Very good lesson.
Good girl. Hey, don't turn away from me. I'm trying to give you love. Give me a kiss.
Good girl. Alright, now we're going to ask her to move off and change direction. We're going to keep it near the bottom so all she does is trot. And if she wants to go faster, she can. Because we haven't worked her as much on this side. Now, see, now that was a butt in. So since she turned her butt to us, we're going to work her faster. Because remember, in the horse world, he who moves the most feet wins. So see, I'm moving slow behind her, but I'm making her move fast.
Right.
So in essence, I win. Oop.
Careful.
Now let her slow down. Mainly because she slid, but
Yep.
also because I've made my point. Now lower my whip so that she can slow down. Not turn in, slow down.
Think she's confused because I'm here? Or-
Nope,
Okay.
we've done this before with other people.
Okay.
I've not said to stop. Ease down. So she sees the hand signal I'm giving that says to slow down, but I'm also telling her to move off. Oop, careful. Don't kick the fence. It costs $70 a panel. Alright, now I'll ask her to come in. And if I can, I'll see if my hand signal works. I'm getting her to come to me. Come on. Alright, how about this? I'll put down the stick and I'll crouch. Come to me. Come on. Come on, lady. She's going to think about it. And every time she looks directly at me, I'll give her the signal. Did you work good? I think you did. Alright, now we'll go back over here and grab the rope halter. Go for the rope halter, apparently. And I'll move up to her, making sure to keep my feet out of the line.
I'm just making sure that her butt's not facing me, so that's why I moved along with her.
I really gotta recut her bridle path.
Good girl.
Okay, hold up.
Good girl. Up close and personal.
Alright, now I'm going to ask you to back up, Missy. Alright, lady.
Nah.
So you tell the dog to back up. Back up. Good, we got licking and chewing. She knows what I'm asking. Good girl. Alright. I'm not asking you to back up. I'm asking you to stand. No. Stand. Stand. See, now she's gotten used to me asking her to move, so she's trying to move. What I'm doing is I'm actually trying to ask her to stand. So I'm going to try and keep her hand on her shoulder as she moves about until she calms down. And now she's doing what I asked her to do. And now, like with all things horse, we can do it on the other side. Lady. Okay, stand. There we go. Well, this isn't so bad, right? Alright, now I'm going to ask her to back up. I'm trying to ask her mainly with my body, but once that doesn't work, I'm actually going to use the halter as well as my body language. Good girl. And then so that she can remember my cues, I'm going to go back to asking her to stand still. And to do that, I'm just changing the hand that the lead rope's in to the side that's towards her. And then I'm putting my hand on her shoulder. And that's my cue to ask her to stand still. Is I just move around her and put my hand on her shoulder. And then I praise her for doing what I ask. Now I'm going to ask her, well, I haven't asked you anything yet. I'm going to ask her to hide the butt. Good. And then I'm going to ask her to do it on this side. Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Well, that's why I had you standing over on the corner earlier. I'm ask her to come forward.
Alright, I'll go back over with him.
Very good. And now I'm actually going to ask her to go back with what's called the yo-yo. So you just do this. Back up. And you step in once. And if you don't listen, it gets worse and worse. And then she did step back, so I quit. I removed the pressure. Alright, so I'm going to step in again and wiggle. And wiggle. And she stepped back. So I release. And do it again. And I can give her a verbal cue. Back. Back. And she stepped back, so I'll give it. I'm going to ask her to come forward. A little farther forward. And then I'm going to give her praise. She did what I asked and she didn't freak out. Alright, so I'm going to get her to back up again. Back. automatically moved into it because I'm not touching her shoulder. And I just quickly correct when she pins those ears, and ask her to move away from me when she does that. Because I'm the boss. Now I'm going to touch her shoulder this time. See, she instantly stilled this time. She's catching on to some of my cues. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to touch the shoulder over here. See if she'll catch on that side. Yep. And now I'm going to do something we haven't done with her yet. I'm going to ask her to move in a circle. And I'm going to touch her shoulder and ask her to be still. Good girl. I'm going to start talking to her with my signals. I want her to move up and around me. And now she's where I want her, so I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder. She's where I want her. And that's what I'm telling her by adding my signals together. So now I can use this to get her on a trailer, to get her around the edges of a round pen panel through gates, or just to work on my communication with her. See, now I can tell her I need her to come forward, and then move around this object, and then she's where I want her. Since I can't speak horse, and she can't exactly speak human, I'm going to tell her what she needs to know by my own signals that we make together. And we'll make our own language. And then every day I'm going to come back out here and I'm going to work on her with these signals. And see, okay, say she's in front of a log or something that she can't make it over. I can now hop off and tell her I need her to back up. And when she backs up, I can tell her we need her to move around. See, now she's not used to me asking her to move her front half. She's more than happy to move her back half for me. But I haven't taught her how I want her to move her front half. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and instead of touching her shoulder, I'm going to touch her neck and her girth. I'm going to push until she moves away. I'm going to release, and I'm going to give her praise. I'm going to do it again. All I want her to move is her front. I'm going to give her praise when she does that. I don't want her to move her back half. I want that to stay where it's at. Yep. I'm going to give her some pressure again. Good girl. Alright, now I'm going to get her to move this way. Same cue on this side. Good girl. And then again. And see, what I'm doing with this hand is I'm actually pushing where my leg's going to go when I ride her. So I'm telling her with this hand where the reins are going to push, and with this hand where my leg is going to push, and what that means. And now I'm going to add this into a sentence to her. I want you to move forward, move your front, and then move your back away from me, and then stop. And I'm going to do it on this side. I want you to move forward, move away. See, she's a little bit more resistant. Move away, move the butt, and then stop. And back up so that you're not abusing my whip. Even though I'm sure you have no problem with that. You're also
yeah, she's thinking
your
she's
butt. See? The sentences work. And see, this is why I like natural horsemanship. It gives you the ability to talk to your horse. Most people just get up and go. They don't learn to speak to their horse, and that's why they end up with problems.
Yeah. No. That's how I would. I think it would be common sense anyways. You'd think.
I'm going have her back up again.
Treat her as an equal to you, not just as a pet.
Well, most people don't even treat horses as pets. Most people treat horses as tools to get stuff done.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep asking her to back up because that's the one she keeps seeming to forget, is how to back up. It's actually the one that most horses have a problem with. Come on. Back up. Back up. Come on. Back up. And if you got to throw your body into it. Alright. Go back to the edge. I don't want her to get too hyped up and stuck on you. So now I'm going to ask her to hide her butt. And then back up. And then we're going to move her front. Then we're going to stop. Because that's what I asked her to do. Whether it makes sense in what I'm doing on the trail to her or not, 90% of the time, if I tell her to do something, I'm going to need her to do it for one reason or another. And I don't want her to have to go, well, what is she asking? I don't know what she wants me to do. That's why I got to work on getting my language with her fixed. Most people have a broken language with their horses. They know how to tell their horse, stop, go, and you did this wrong. They don't know how to tell their horse you did good. Most horses, the best place to tell them, you did a good job, is right there at the base of the withers, or on the neck, because that's where they groom each other, to tell each other they still love each other, that they're still a herd, a unit. When your horse isn't really, really good, give it a nice little scrub right at the base of the neck. See how bad your feet are. Yep. Yep. Give. Come on. Give. Give. Good girl. Alright, we gotta clean her feet. She's got nice caked in up. But her lesson is over. We've got our beginning sentences down. I'm gonna put her back into a pasture halter. Now,
Where is it? Right here.
honestly, with her, I really don't need to give her a halter in the pasture. So you know what? I'm going to let her run free. I'm going to let her be happy without a halter on her face. Because she doesn't need one to catch her. And you're going to want to step back because sometimes she gets excited going out.
Walk with her.
Well, sometimes she gets excited and runs through the gate bucking.
Right.
So. You're a good girl.
Good girl for not doing that.
You're a good girl. Alright, come on. Now get the hoof fixed so we can clean your feet.